So it's officially the end of yet another year, and if you're like me, you're probably sitting there with a half-eaten holiday cookie in one hand and your phone in the other, scrolling through your camera roll and thinking, what even was 2024? Like, did I accomplish anything? Or did I just drink a lot of iced coffee and complain about how tired I was? Spoiler alert, it's definitely the iced coffee. But listen, we're not here to dwell on the past. No, ma'am. We're here to talk about how to level up in 2025. Like, imagine 2025 is that glow-up montage in a rom-com where you go from the hot mess in the oversized hoodie to the hot mess who's got her life kinda together, but in, like, a super cute blazer. That's the vibe we're going for. And today, I've got 5 tips. Yes, 5, that are going to help you step into your main character energy next year. And no, this isn't one of those wake up at 5 a.m., do a juice cleanse, and learn 17 languages type of lists. I'm not about that life. These are real tips for real people who sometimes cry in the Target parking lot, okay? So, grab your drink of choice. Coffee, wine, kombucha, or maybe that signature drink you decided on after our chat in the last video. And let's get into it. Tip number 1, romanticize the boring stuff. Okay, hear me out. Life is like 85% mundane tasks. Grocery shopping, folding laundry, answering emails that start with, just circling back on this, all that stuff. But what if you made it a whole thing? Like, you know those TikToks where people light a candle and play soft French music while they make their bed? That's what I'm talking about. For example, when I do the dishes now, I put on a history mystery podcast and pretend I'm a maid in a Victorian mansion while scrubbing the pans. Is it weird? Absolutely. But does it make doing dishes suck less? Also, absolutely. And you don't even need to get fancy with it. Maybe you wear your cute but comfortable slippers while you vacuum, or make your morning coffee in your fanciest mug, even if it's just instant. Little things like this trick your brain into thinking, oh wow, look at me living my cozy little aesthetic life, instead of, ugh, why do I have to wash these heavy pans again? The goal here is to make the boring stuff feel just a little magical, because if you're waiting for the big moments to feel happy, you're gonna be waiting a long time. The magic is in the little stuff. Write that down. Before we continue, welcome to Manners Matters. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe for more tips on refined living, class, and elegance. Join our community and elevate your lifestyle. Tip number 2, say no without apologizing. All right, ladies, let's have a quick heart-to-heart. Why are we out here saying sorry for stuff we're not actually sorry for? Like, someone invites you somewhere you don't want to go, and suddenly you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I can't make it. My goldfish has a tummy ache. What are we doing? Here's the new rule for 2025. You are allowed to say no, just a simple, confident no, without following it up with a dissertation on why you can't or don't want to. For instance, if someone asks, can you go with me to the theater on Saturday? My husband got sick and we have the tickets. Don't panic and invent a fake work emergency. Just say, oh no, I can't. I hope you find someone to go with. See? No guilt, no over-explaining, just vibes. And here's the kicker. The more you say no to stuff you don't want to do, the more time and energy you'll have for the stuff you actually do want to do, like trying a new hobby or binge-watching yet another season of that show you've already seen 6 times. No judgment here. We've all got our comfort shows. Tip number 3, fail faster and laugh about it. All right, real talk. When was the last time you tried something new and were just like horrible at it? Because I think a lot of us, hi, me included, avoid new things because we're terrified of sucking. And listen, you probably will suck at first. That's just part of the deal. If you don't believe me, go back and watch my first video. Trust me, it's proof. But I didn't give up. I tried to make every next one a little bit better. I still do. And your comments and feedback help a lot, so keep them coming. The point is, you can't level up if you're not willing to look a little silly along the way. Want to start painting? Accept that your first few pieces are going to look like something a preschooler did. Thinking about learning Italian? Be okay with pronouncing everything wrong for a while. It's fine. That's how you grow. And honestly, there's something super freeing about giving yourself permission to fail. Like, imagine all the fun stuff you'd miss out on if you were too scared to be bad at it at first. So let's make 2025 the year of trying, failing, and laughing our way through it. Tip number 4, find your thing and actually stick to it. Let's be honest, we've all had that moment where we decide we're going to get into something and then drop it 2 weeks later. Maybe it was a new workout routine, journaling, or learning to bake sourdough bread. We start strong, full of motivation, but life happens, and next thing you know, that fancy new yoga mat is gathering dust in the corner. But here's the thing. The secret isn't just trying new things. It's finding something that actually lights you up and sticking with it. And it doesn't have to be some wildly productive, life-changing activity. It can be anything that brings you joy, whether that's painting badly, creating themed playlists, or caring for a plant you're trying really hard not to kill. The key is to have something that's yours, something that gives you a break from the chaos of everyday life and makes you smile, even on the tough days. It's not about being perfect or even particularly good at it. It's about having something that feels fun, fulfilling, or even just a little therapeutic. So, if there's something you've been thinking about trying, 2025 is the year to go for it. And if it doesn't work out, see tip number 3. You've got this. Tip number 5. Treat yourself like your best friend. Okay, this one might sound a little cheesy, but stay with me. Why are we so nice to our best friends and so mean to ourselves? Like, if my best friend came to me and said, "Ugh, I feel like I'm failing at life," I'd be like, "No, you're amazing and doing your best, and anyone who says otherwise is clearly blind." But when it comes to myself, I'll be out here saying stuff like, "You're so behind, you're not doing enough, why are you like this?" Not in 2025, my friend. In 2025, we're flipping the script. Anytime you catch yourself being mean to you, ask yourself, would I say this to my best friend? If the answer is no, then shut it down immediately. Instead, try hyping yourself up like you're your own personal cheerleader. Like, "Oh, look at you. You went on a walk today and remembered to drink water? Absolute queen behavior." Because at the end of the day, you're stuck with you for life, so you might as well be nice about it. And there you have it. 5 tips to level up your life in 2025. None of them involve kale smoothies or marathon training plans, but they will make you feel like you've got your life a little more together. And isn't that the dream? So here's to a year of romanticizing the little things, saying no when we need to, failing fabulously, finding our thing, and being our own best friend. Let's make 2025 the year we stop surviving and start thriving. And if all else fails, there's always iced coffee. All right, that's all I've got for today. Drop a comment and let me know which of these tips you're going to try first, or if you've got one of your own, because I'm always down for more ideas. Until next time, stay awesome, stay hydrated, and remember, you're doing way better than you think. And hey, since it's the end of the year, I've been doing a little reflecting, and it turns out 90% of you watching my videos aren't subscribed. So if you don't want to miss any of my content in the new year, hit that subscribe button now. Cheers to 2025. If this video gave you a fresh perspective, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and subscribe so you never miss out on our latest insights. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. And remember, stay classy, manners matters.